Right, there we go. Sound is on. Right, let me just test the sound. Testing. Okay. Right, there we go. Sound is on. Right, hello ladies and gentlemen. This is the live stream broadcast for the Archlord game by Webzen. Today I'm going to be broadcasting the 3 final matches. They are elimination battles, so if one team loses, they are out of the battle and the competition. In the semi-final battles, the matches are, let me just get the listings, here we are, the battle arrangement here. It is, if I say any of these guild names wrong, then I do apologise, but it is Amaterasu and guild leader Metalan. They are from Ozark, and they will be versus Divisionrune, guild leader Reflex. They are from Zion server. That is the very first match we'll be watching. The second match we'll be watching is Freresdarmes, guild leader Levert Galand, versus Legacy with guild leader Catacomb Kitten. So there are the 2 matches we'll be seeing first. Then the winner of each of these matches will go head to head in the final for the chance to win $5,000 US for their team. So that's $1,000 US each for each player. Second place will win $3,000 US. That's $600 US each. Both teams will receive some super cool items in the game as well, which you can see on the rewards and rule, if you want to go have a look at that. Anyway, if you don't know what's going on, or have just tuned in, this is the World Guild Championship for Archlord 2012. Also, if you're wondering who the weird speaker is, then you get 3 guesses. Each wrong guess means you get squirted by a giant water pistol. No, I'm only joking. I am Volunteer Justice, and welcome to the live stream channel. Okay, I'm just going to explain really what's going to happen here. It will be a 5v5 battle to the last man standing. Players will be summoned into the centre using a passport when they're advised by the GM to do so. There will be a countdown from 10 going down to a big massive go on the screen. That's when the fight begins. In previous matches building up to these semi-final battles, they were just the 1 round with no pots allowed, but in these battles there will be 3 rounds and use of pots, so it will last longer and be totally more intense. The winner of 2 out of 3 battles will move forward into the final, so that's going to be super interesting. There is also an event running parallel to this one. I don't know if you've seen, but you can bet on your favourite guild to win in the semi-final battles. I believe the betting's now over, but we'll just have a look. Okay, so let's see who the majority of people think will win by looking at the betting board. It actually seems people have a lot of faith in Divisionrune and Freresdarmes to win, as they have the most bets so far for those. However, of course, the majority of people could be wrong, as we have seen many great and prestigious players be wiped out of the game so early on, so really anything can happen. It's going to be pretty cool. And yes, I even got wiped out of the event by a guild called XVMX from Ozark, so congrats to them. Little bit saddening that I got wiped out though. Anyway, yeah, so I'm just gonna go and see what's happening in game. Okay, I'm just gonna go and maybe speak to someone, see how they're feeling about it. Let's create a room. If you feel like voicing your opinions about this event, then just give me a whisper. My name on here is Justice AL Voice, and I'll just go around and try and speak to someone that's we'll speak to this person, Freddy underscore Zion. If he accepts, we will ask him about how he feels.
Like a rhythm, find a place within where your soul begins. Listen, like a rhythm, find a place within where your soul begins.
Okay, so I'm just speaking to Galaxies from Sylvia server. So I'll ask him who he thinks is favourite to win. Who? So let's see who his favourite to win out of the first ones are. Whether they go with the betting event or whether he thinks something else. So for the first one, he thinks Divisionrune is going to win, so that's going with the betting as well. He's got quite a high betting above Amaterasu. Let me just check the name because I always forget it. Amaterasu. Yeah, okay, cool. We got that one on lockdown now. And at the second match, Freresdarmes. He's hoping to win. So, I just asked him about the most important question of all, that is, are you excited? And there's only really one answer to that really, and that is, he's gonna type it, it's gonna come, yep, when Yes, there we go. So, enjoy the show. Wow, there's so many people. I'm not sure who to pick to speak to, really. Maybe this guy, most wanted Sork, because he did whisper me. So, Ooh, maybe not. Okay, we'll put that on hold because GVG will be held in 1 minute. So we'll just skip out speaking to anyone else, unfortunately. But I'm sure you're all super excited, as well, the first guy that I spoke to, and me as well. I was super excited. Let me just get myself into the arena so we can get things sorted. Okay. So you might notice my name is just this L voice. It does not have an underscore and then the server name. That's because the here we go, like this one, Hexalion underscore Zion. The underscore Zion bit shows what server you're from. Same goes with the guild. So when I was playing, I'm from Zion server myself, so it's great to see players from Zion server, but it's also great to see players from other servers, as it totally widens the horizons. So yeah, it's super cool. Players were playing from Uzark, Zion, Grazia and Sylvia. Unfortunately there were no guilds from Grazia still in the semi-final. So we've got 2 Uzark teams, 1 Zion and 1 Sylvia team. Right, I wonder when it will start, hopefully soon, as I'm getting quite excited and starting rubbing my hands, which is pretty bad. Okay. Yeah, and I just like to say that the betting is probably not a good idea at the moment. So yeah, just don't bet at the moment. Apparently the video is not showing on Facebook. I don't know why that isn't the case, because I'm just checking it now and it seems to be on, which is very strange. Yeah. What guild do I prefer? Good question, Debal. And I'm gonna have to go with Divisionrune because they are very familiar to me. They are allies to me in my actual server, so I'm supporting Divisionrune all the way. But of course, I'm not going to be, I'm going to be super excited for all the teams, as it's going to be quite an amazing event. And for the total prize of $5,000 US, that was just totally amazing, really. not sure where GM Justin went. Ah. This is one of my fellow friends. That is Smev, so big up Smev. Come on, summon me! Right, let me speak to GM Gabriel. Maybe he'll... Okay, I'm actually getting told that people are using foods in the arena. Yeah, I've heard that one before. So, I will just speak to the GM in MSN now. Okay. Wow, so much to deal with. Anyone now tuning in, just like to introduce, I am Volunteer Justice, and this is the World Guild Championship for Archlord 2012. I will be broadcasting the 3 final matches, and they will be elimination matches, so if one team loses they are out. However, there will be 3 rounds and use of pots, so it'll make it super intense and really fun, hopefully. Yeah, so let me just mute the microphone a minute. Okay, I've told the GM now about using foods, and he said he will try and look at the logs as they come up, to see what they're using and so forth, which is actually pretty cool. So yeah, hopefully they won't. Okay. Ooh, Amaterasu and Divisionrune to the arena. It's finally starting, and I am not in there, which is quite annoying. Spoke too early, didn't I? Totally spoke too early. There we are. Okay, so we have Amaterasu I keep saying Amaterasu, but it's not. You'll just have to bear with me because that's what I've been saying. So we have them from Ozark on this side. Let's look at their character lineup. They have an Elementalist, a Berserker, an Archer, a Swashbuckler, and a Ranger. Okay, so on the other side, we have a Berserker, a Swashbuckler, a Knight, an Ellie, and an Archer. So it's relatively the same lineup we're looking at. However, this side seems to have more sort of damage, as they have the Ranger. Okay, I'm just going to speak to the leaders of each guild here. Let me just make a interview. There we go. Do excuse the key pressing, as I can't really make that less in your face on the microphone, unless I keep pausing the microphone, but that's just a bit annoying for me, really. Okay, so invite. Come on. Actually, no, it's probably better for me not to invite them to that. I'll just whisper. That way much easier. Why did I not think of this first? It wasn't much easier. Okay, so I'm going to ask Reflex whether Oh, no way. Please turn off Whisper. Okay, no, let's move on to my first plan. They're introducing me, yay! This is the hard bit because I'm not so good at doing all this. I forgot the underscore. I'm not so sure it's not even working. It's not interview. It's not. It's not inviting anyone to it. How stressful is that? Oh well. Okay. Sod that then. I will just whisper. See whether he's got it blocked. If he's listening or not. So, I just asked him whether he was mentally prepared for this mega battle, and I'm getting quite a lot of spam, which is kind of sad, but yeah. Paradise from Zion, you are sad. Yep, he is also a Bellsprout. Anyway, so, is he prepared for this battle? We are not so sure because he has not replied yet. I am now going. Oh, he is mentally prepared. Yep. So, nerves are not an issue for this man. Yeah, nice one. I do not care what you say. You can rage against me. That's totally fine. I'm enjoying myself, so yeah, cool. Okay. Well, next time I'm going to be even faster at speaking to people because then I'll know what I'm doing. Because I'm just faffing about. People are going to be in their positions, getting ready for this. Obviously, they don't move until saying go and all that, so that is going to be cool. Let me just get a nice view, and then we can zoom in and see it kind of closer, if you don't mind looking at the swashbuckler's head. There we go. That's kind of nice. Okay, 10 seconds for the buffing zone, and then to let some HP regen. So that is on the 10 mark, the 9, then I'll just keep on counting down to 0. Yeah, so I'm not going to read it out until it gets to like 3, because I can be super excited. Okay, here we go. So we have Divisionrune on the left and Amaterasu, I keep saying that wrong, on the right hand side. So there is 2 seconds, 1, they are buffed up, they are ready. That is the go! And straight off the mark there, Amaterasu takes down the Divisionrune, 2-3 Divisionrune fall. I think that's almost all the Amaterasu is still standing. Oh no, 1 Amaterasu was standing, was now dead. And Reflex is taking a beating by that archer there, Demon Scout. Let's zoom in a little bit. Okay, so the battle is still underway. This is mainly due to the potions. Other battles would be over far quicker. This is very much more interesting. It is the now only Freddy the Knight versus 3 of Amaterasu, but he does fall eventually. He took an absolute beating there, but that is only 1 round of the 3 rounds, so it is not totally over for Divisionrune. Amaterasu might get a bit cocky. They might think, oh, we've won it, but they have not yet won it. There is 2 more rounds, hopefully. Okay, let's just read this. Oh, there is only 1 round. That's not what I thought. Okay. Maybe there's some more rounds? Hopefully, otherwise I just look like a fool. Come on. Okay, let me go speak to him, see what is going on. Okay, there are 3 rounds. Yep, I was right. So I don't look like a fool. And someone's telling me that my stream has a delay. I know there is a delay of like 2 seconds or something because I was trying to sort out the sound earlier, and it was like I had it on my headset and it was reverberating my sound of what I was speaking like 2 seconds later back into my head, and so it was like going mental in my brain, so didn't like that. But there is nothing I can do about the delay, so you just have to live a couple of seconds behind. Okay, yes, so that is the first round of the first battle. So Amaterasu and Divisionrune will be coming back into the arena to have another go. If I can't say this, Amaterasu, maybe that's right. I'll keep going, and if I do different things each time, it'll get right one time. So Divisionrune have a second chance. If Amaterasu win this second round, they go through to the final and they will win a minimum of $3,000 US. So that is absolutely amazing. If they then win the final, that is the massive $5,000 US for their team. Wow, so okay, so Divisionrune is coming back into the arena now, possibly being summoned, or maybe they've been given a passport again. Okay, so very interesting. That is a good point. Boss are running out. I will speak to Jim Justin right now to try and ask whether that will be allowed. I presume so. Amaterasu has a disconnected player. Lost internet. Oh dear me. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is a bugger, but he needs to come back relatively soon, so just try and reset his router or something. I don't know. Okay, you are allowed to relog for buffs. You are allowed to relog for buffs. Ooh, I totally didn't expect that. I thought Divisionrune were gonna win that one, but anything can happen. Never know, Divisionrune might come back 2-1. We'll see. So just feel free to whisper me with your reactions, see whether it's changed your mind, see whether Amaterasu, Divisionrune or Amaterasu will win. I'm going to be so happy when it gets off this match, so I can say something that I can actually say. So just whisper me with who you think will win now, and we'll try and do some sort of tally chart. That'd be super cool. I believe a longer time was given for each match, so I think it's like 20 minutes or something for the 3 rounds, so I think there's plenty of time. Oh, would you been broadcasting for quite a long time, so ignore that time thingy and we'll just get on with it. Yeah, just ignore that. Well, tried whispering Reflex, but he's blocking whispers, so I guess we won't speak to him until after, if he unblocks. Okay, sweet. Are they all ready? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people on this side versus 5 on this side. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Okay, so hopefully Jim, Justin, and wherever Gabriel went, whatever he's doing, are checking the logs and so forth, making sure all the armors in the have no stones. Getting my words mixed up, this is absolutely awful. Okay, so no stones in weapons or armors. That's really what they check. They will be starting the next round soon, which could be a winner or a loser. So if Amaterasu win, they go through to the final. If Divisionrune win, it will go into a 3rd round. And yes, Punishing, you need to get back. Yes, correct, good, brilliant. Okay. Oh, how exciting. I totally guess both teams are really nervous and trying to mentally prepare themselves now. When this countdown comes on, when I was fighting, it was like, wow, pretty mental, like a buzz of adrenaline. So they must be really feeling this. Amaterasu must be feeling a little bit calmer, and you know, having that 1-0 under the belt, whereas Divisionrune need to really pull it out. So the last 4 seconds, we'll see how it goes. 3, 2, 1, commence. Not yet, not yet. There we go. Okay, so it seems that the Divisionrune Archer is targeted first and drops very hard. Down goes Amaratu's Zerka, and is that the Amaterasu's Archer as well drops there. The Divisionrune Ellie is still standing, and now drops there. There is now 2 Divisionrune players and the 1 Amaterasu, and it is an epic battle. Lots of healing going on with the Lunar of Descent there, with Ellie healing herself, and down goes the Zerker. I totally missed that there because the camera got stuck. And down goes the Ellie. The Knight was just too strong there, and Divisionrune have managed to pull that game back. So it will go into a 3rd round, a final round. Winner of that round will go into the final, and they will have the minimum amount of 3,000 US dollars. If they win the final, they obviously get the 5,000 US dollars for their team. Wow. Okay, so that's totally changed things. The next match is all to play for. So Divisionrune or Amaterasu. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to write down how that is said. If someone wants to whisper me how it is said, that'd be super brilliant. Because I have absolutely no idea. Okay, so the Archer was taken out pretty much straight away from both sides. That is really because Archers do so many debuffs, especially without the Heaven Hell skills. So really targeting the Archers is one of the best tactics I could think of, really. Okay, so I believe I've lost some music, so I'll just restart it. So we got something in the background while we're waiting between matches. Okay, it's just a little background music if it starts. Yeah, there we go. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna take a little sip of water because that was pretty intense. No, this is not Archlord game music, it's just like some music that I found that sounds kind of like in the background, like elevator music, I'd sort of call it. The artist would probably kill me for saying it's elevator music, but there we go. Oh, okay. So, Amaterasu is now coming back in. Is that right? I don't know. No one's corrected me, so I'm just gonna keep on saying what I'm saying. So they are coming back into the guild arena. So nerves really must be bouncing now for both sides. I mean, Amaterasu were winning, but now they've lost a point, and now it's totally equal, and it all relies on this final one. Oh, we'll see how this goes. It's really exciting. Okay, so it is the countdown now from 10 going down to 0 for the final round. Everything, absolutely everything for these two teams goes down, bubbles down to what they would do in the next minute or so. Wow. Okay, so 5 seconds left. I would hold my breath, but I might pass out. I'm not so sure. Okay, so there's 1 second, and they are going. There goes the archer, really chucking his skills onto the swashbucklers. Both swashbucklers there die. The archer drops from both sides, so it's relatively equal now. There is an Ellie, a ranger. Oh no, it's not at all. Amaterasu, I'm totally looking at the wrong pictures there. Amaterasu totally dominated that. Amaterasu have a Ranger, a Zerker, and an Ellie up, who are all beating on Freddy the Knight there, and they have won. They have gone through to the final. That was, wow. That was pretty nice. It seemed that there was someone missing, maybe? I don't know. It just seemed very few Divisionrune. Maybe they got up very fast, I guess. But Amaterasu go through to the final, winning 3,000 US dollars for their team. So that is a minimum of 600 US dollars for their team each, well, for per player. Wow, wowee. Okay, brilliant, very good. So the betting is just totally irrelevant, as we have seen Amaterasu, who were the least favourite in the betting, come out on top. So well done to the Uzark team with going into the final there. The next battle will be the second semi-final battle between Freresdarmes and Legacy, so stay tuned for that one. That will be coming up relatively soon. For some reason I seem to have lost chat. So the next teams coming in is Freresdarmes from Uzak again, same as the previous winners, and Legacy from Sylvia with Catacomb Kitten as the leader and Levergaland as the winner. Oh no way! Crash report test. Bummer. Okay, let me log back in. That is an absolute tit. Okay, let me mute the microphone for a moment and get back in game. I believe someone was spamming my whispers, which made my game crash. So don't do that again, or I'll have to block whispers. Yep, I did crash indeed. It's quite a funny occurrence actually, as it does happen quite often, well, more often than other games. So I'm going to try and hurry up back into the game and get back in for the next match. Let me just... Okay, so the GM knows that I crashed, which is quite embarrassing, but nevertheless, it happened, so there we go. Right, I am going to be in a moment. Da -da -da -da. And that's the wrong passport. Smooth. Really smooth. And the correct passport. There we go. Right, okay, Whisper is off, Say is off, Guild is off, Party is off. Let's keep Say on actually. Shout is off. No. Shout does the notices, I think, so we'll keep Shout and Say on. But we will turn off Whispers and all that other stuff so I can't crash again. Right, okay, so I haven't had a chance to speak to the guild leaders, but I'll probably have a chat after to all the ones that are still online after this match. Okay, so Legacy on the left hand side and Freresdarmes on the right hand side. This is the first round of up to 3 of the elimination rounds, and we'll see who comes out on top. Invisible is Jim JJ. Nice. Ninja JJ. Oh, I want to be invisible, that'd be pretty cool. Or have like a different character rather than just a swashbuckler. Although this is looking pretty dodgy actually. It's not looking right. Yeah. Right, I know Jen Justin is just checking gears and stuff, probably along with JJ, maybe Gabriel as well, if he's around. Another Ninja GM probably. Right, so there is 10 seconds left to buff and prepare themselves mentally for this first round best of 3 battle to become in the final for the chance to win up to $5,000 US for their team. Okay, so second match, here we go. The first round of the second match. Okay. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and they are off. Okay, so the sorcerer is standing there, requieming people, doing some damage. However, the Zerker is now on him. There are legacy drop down, 3 legacy drop down, and at the moment no Freresdarmes dead. The legacy Zerker is putting up a good fight along with the knight. However, the knight drops, and that was a Freresdarm Zerker there. I really need to change the names as it's quite hard to see. Yeah, and whoever's inviting me is kind of sad. It just pops up in a little box on the right hand side. So anyone who is getting chat invites, just when you get it, drag it over to the side of your window, and then when it pops up again, it won't be in the center of your screen, and you'll just be able to play normally, and they won't be harassing you and all that. So if you're watching this and you've got an invite, then just do that and move to the side. See, there is one pop up there from some guy called DSF or something, but I will speak to the GM about banning this guy or kick him out. One moment. Excuse me. Yep, GM Justin has said that this guy will be banned, so no more of that, please. If there is anyone else spamming you, just let me know who it is and I'll relay that name over. So yes, move the chat room invite, you can grab it by the top, drag it over to the side, it doesn't have to affect you at all, and then you can continue playing, moving about, casting spells, killing people, that sort of stuff. Okay, so they are preparing themselves now for the second round. If Freresdarmes wins this, then Legacy will be knocked out. However, we've seen it in the last one that Legacy can pull it back, same as Divisionrune did, and then it will go into the third and final round, and then whoever wins that one. Okay, there is the proper warning of using the invite to ruin games. Now there is a guy. Okay. It's a little sad, really. They have to keep creating accounts just to spam me, but to be honest, I don't care. It doesn't bother me. Okay, so Freresdarmes is going to be going into this with 1 point ahead, so best of luck to them, but also best of luck to Legacy, who really need to pull one out of the hat and get this next point to secure them staying in the game. Just got the question, where did Legacy come from? They come from Sylvia server, so that is a European server with Syrupus, I believe, unless I'm getting them mixed up. I play on Zion, so I don't really pay much attention to it, but it's Syrupus and Evangard, I believe, and then the other one is Brumhart, unless I'm getting it confused, I'm not so sure. Right, okay, and as you may already know, there was the event for the betting, and as we saw earlier, we might be able to put it up again. Just have a look at what is happening with the let me see, with the betting scores. In the first round, Divisionrune had the majority bet, so they were the favourites to win. However, they were knocked out, and the underdogs came through. Betting event, there we go. Let's move it over. Okay, so we have Freresdarmes versus Legacy. And we have their Freresdarmes is obviously the favourite to win this match, so Legacy is the underdog, but we'll see. I have noticed the Amaterasu, I can never say that name, it's terrible, has jumped up in wcoin, but those extra wcoins will not count. They will probably only count for the final match, not between Divisionrune, because it's taken on servers, server time, when it was closed at the beginning of the match. So that purchases of the coin is probably invalid for the semi-final. Okay, we come back into game, and it is the 10 seconds for the buff to begin the battle. So that is the 9 mark at the moment. Let me just minimise some of these things I have open. Okay, right, so if Freresdarmes wins this round, they will go into the final to be placed against Amaterasu. Yeah, I think I got it right that time. Okay, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and it is a go. The Zerker from Freresdarmes just charges ahead there. Both the Swashbuckler and Sorcerer die from Legacy, and Legacy is taking heavy hits. 4 down from Legacy again, same as the last round really. Freresdarmes has all their players still standing. The Knight there from Legacy is taking an absolute beating, can't really do much other than run around and wait for his godlike skill to run off and for him to finally fall. 1 versus 5, but there we go. Freresdarmes has won 2 rounds and goes through to the final. They have also won a minimum of $3,000 for their team, so that is $6,000 each. And wow, okay, so now it will be Amaterasu from Uzark versus Freresdarmes from Uzark. So Uzark is the winning guild server, so there will be a prize for the winning server if we have a look at the prizes. Okay, the winning server will receive a month-long free item giveaway, and if you want to have a look at what's given away, you can just go onto the event.webzen.com page, and it'll probably pop up when you enter the Archlord page anyway. Okay, so now the next 2 guilds left in will be fighting for 2nd and 1st place in the world of Archlord. The 2nd place will get $3,000 for their team, so that is $600 each. 600, and they will receive a silver crown effect over their heads, which looks pretty cool. I had one. It does look cool. Each championship member will receive Heaven's Hell armor with 3 options, and a championship title, Warrior of Chantra. They will also be receiving unique accessories, which will be a excellent level necklace and an excellent level ring. So that's pretty cool in itself. But the winners, now this is super cool. They will be winning 5,000 US dollars. So that's 1,000 US dollars each. They will receive a gold crown effect, and there will be a fearless necklace and a swagger ring as the ending. So that is all to play for. Okay, I'm just told the final will be at a later date, which seems to make sense with what they were saying on the website, because I totally thought it was all going to be on today, but I'm now told that the final will be broadcast and played on a later date, so I believe probably sometime next week. I'll try and confirm the date now. Nope, he will not confirm the date with me at the moment, but the server will be closed in 2 minutes, so I'm going to wrap it all up and just say good fight Freresdarmes and good fight to Amaterasu for winning, and unlucky to Divisionrune and Legacy, but really well done to all you guys, and thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll see you during the final, and yeah, hopefully it will be a great match. So yep, congratulations to all the winners and to all the participants.